The forest floor was a carpet of fallen leaves, painted gold and crimson by the setting sun. I remember looking at Liam, his hand warm in mine, and thinking, this is it. This is perfection. We'd been planning this anniversary camping trip for months, a secluded spot deep in the woods, just the two of us. He'd even packed my favorite snacks and a bottle of sparkling cider. He turned to me, his eyes crinkling at the corners as he smiled. Happy anniversary, my love, to many more adventures. I leaned in, my heart so full it felt like it could burst. The air was crisp, filled with the scent of pine and damp earth. It was a picture-perfect moment, the kind you see in movies, the kind you think will last forever. As dusk settled, a chill crept into the air that had nothing to do with the dropping temperature. Liam was building a fire, his usual cheerful whistling replaced by an unnerving silence. I called his name, but he didn't turn. It was like he was in a trance, just staring into the deepening shadows between the trees. Liam, is everything okay? I asked, walking over to him. He finally looked at me, but his eyes were ... different. The warmth was gone, replaced by a cold, vacant stare that sent a shiver down my spine. We shouldn't have come here, Alara, he whispered, his voice raspy and unfamiliar. They don't like visitors, Who are they? I asked, trying to keep the tremor out of my voice. I laughed nervously. Babe, are you trying to spook me? It's our anniversary, remember? No ghost stories tonight, but he wasn't joking. He grabbed my arm, his grip surprisingly strong. It's not a story. Can't you hear it? I listened. At first, there was nothing but the rustle of leaves. Then, a faint sound, like whispers carried on the wind, seemed to echo from all around us. It was a discordant chorus, a language I couldn't understand but whose meaning I felt deep in my bones. Get out. My heart hammered against my ribs. This wasn't the romantic getaway I had imagined. Panic began to set in. Liam, let's just pack up and go. We can go to that little bed and breakfast in town, please. He shook his head slowly, his eyes wide with a fear I'd never seen before. It's too late. They've already seen us. They know we're here. The whispering grew louder, closer. It sounded like dozens of voices swirling around our tiny campsite. I could almost make out words, ancient and chilling. The fire Liam had been building suddenly roared to life, casting long, dancing shadows that twisted into grotesque shapes. In the flickering light, I saw a fleeting movement at the edge of the woods. Not an animal. Something tall, slender, and unnaturally still. It was then I understood. We had stumbled into a place we were never meant to find. The forest wasn't just old, it was alive, and it was angry. The love story we were writing had taken a terrifying turn, and the final chapter was being written by the darkness itself. Liam pulled me behind him, his body a trembling shield. Don't look at them, Alara. Whatever you do, don't look. But how can you not look when you know your happy ending is being swallowed by the shadows? The whispering was a deafening roar now, and more figures were emerging from the trees, their outlines silhouetted against the last vestiges of twilight. Our perfect little clearing had become a stage for a horror we couldn't escape, and the dark forest was closing in. Thank you so much for joining me on this chilling tale. If you enjoy stories that blend love and suspense, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the unknown. Stay safe, and see you next time.